My name is Melissa Harris. I'm a housewife, 3 years into my marriage. I live with my husband, Daniel, but he's very close to his mother and spends a lot of time at her place. I felt uneasy about it since this wasn't the case in the beginning of our marriage, but now I think I'm lucky to have some time for myself. So today, I invited my sister, Molly, to try the famous barbecue restaurant, but there I found my mother-in-law, Lily, and my husband as well.
This is so delicious. Maybe it's even tastier because I'm eating with Danny.
Danny is my husband. He's Daniel, so she calls him Danny, but it's strange for a man over 30 to be called Danny. Well, since they're here too, I guess I should talk to them, but then.
It's a waste to let someone like Melissa eat this.
What?
Yeah, she's a lousy wife who hasn't had a child even after 3 years. She doesn't deserve some good barbecue.
Huh?
She used to say she'd be lonely without me at the beginning of our marriage, but now she doesn't say anything at all.
She's a cold woman. You should divorce her soon. I want to see my grandchild as soon as possible.
It won't be long. As soon as I divorce Melissa, I'll remarry right away.
I was shocked to hear the words divorce and remarry. This is not the time to walk up to them and confront them. Looking at Molly sitting across from me, she also had a look of surprise on her face. And her expression seemed to ask, "Are you guys getting a divorce?" Of course, the answer is no. It was a complete shock.
She's 2 years younger than Melissa and more beautiful. It looks like she'll give birth to a cute child.
Yeah, I think I can finally show Mom a grandchild.
She seems like the kind of girl who can get along with me. I wish you would hurry up and divorce Melissa. Then you guys will live with me, right?
Of course. I don't think she'd object, but even if she does, I'll make sure she listens.
She's kind, so she probably wouldn't say such a thing.
Probably.
I couldn't believe it. They were both thinking about getting a divorce and cutting me off. Without knowing any of this, I had assumed our marriage was going well. And the fact that he's cheating means that during the time I thought he was at his mother's, he was actually with another woman.
Sarah is coming on the next trip, right?
Trip.
Yeah, of course. I've told her that Mom is coming too, and she's happy about it.
That's wonderful.
What is this trip about? I haven't heard anything about a trip. In fact, since we got married, we haven't gone on any trips. We haven't even talked about going. Yet, they're planning a trip with his mother and this woman.
It's my first time in Korea. I'm so excited.
Korea.
I'm looking forward to it too.
I never wanted to go with Melissa.
Me neither. Even after we got married, she was reluctant to live with you. I thought she'd agree after a year, but she didn't. On top of that, she's doing whatever she wants while I'm at your place.
Oh, doing whatever she wants?
She's eating whatever she wants and going out as she pleases. She's probably hanging out at Molly's place or with another guy.
When I looked at Molly, she seemed to ask, "Are you cheating?" I shook my head vigorously to deny it. Why would I bother with the hassle of finding another man? I already have a husband.
Wow. Is she cheating? I always thought she was awful. But she really is the worst.
Maybe she's always been promiscuous. That's the kind of woman she is.
I feel so sorry for you, Danny, being deceived by such a woman.
Yeah, I really didn't know what I was doing when it came to picking someone to marry. I should have chosen better.
That's why I was against this marriage from the start.
I don't remember any opposition. In fact, it was Daniel who said he wanted to wait until we had kids to live with Lily. And now, this is all my fault? Anger was rising within me.
I should have stopped when Mom told me to. She can't cook, and she's terrible at cleaning. She doesn't even want to touch my stuff, and it just gets dusty.
Oh my, what a woman.
What? I couldn't believe my ears. He had always yelled at me not to touch his things when I tried to clean. I felt tears welling up.
For this trip to Korea, there are so many places I want to see.
Yeah, me too. Plus, I want to eat a lot of delicious food.
I'm so happy to be going on a trip with you guys, even before you get married. You haven't told Melissa about the trip, have you?
Of course not. If I did, she'd make a fuss. I'll tell her the day before.
You'll wait until the last minute.
Yeah, I don't want her to interfere. It's our first trip together with my mistress and new family.
I'm looking forward to the real Korean barbecue.
My mind went blank from the unbelievable words. The delicious meat tasted like nothing. Seeing my distress, Molly said, "Let's go." It was true that staying here would only be painful. I nodded and stood up. On the way home, Molly asked me worriedly,
Are you okay?
"No."
I know. It's tough, isn't it?
"Yeah." "What should I do?" I never imagined he was cheating.
They're thinking about divorce, but it's up to you, Melissa. If you want to stay together, you'll have to accept an empty marriage. But if you want revenge, there are ways to get it.
Revenge.
I also got cheated on by my ex. Just leaving him wasn't an option for me. I did everything I could to make him pay. If you want revenge, I'll support you.
That's right. Molly had been betrayed by her ex-husband. After crying a lot, she vowed revenge and socially destroyed him. I don't know what happened to him, but he left, feeling guilty for what he did. Yeah, you're right. Both Lily and Daniel telling such lies about me. It's frustrating. I can't stand the thought of just letting them get away with this. I imagined what would happen. Daniel would remarry and be happy. Lily would enjoy holding her grandchild. And I would. I want revenge. I want to make those two suffer. Hearing this, Molly hugged me and said, "Yes." With a vow for revenge, I smiled at my husband as if nothing had happened. The day before the trip to Korea, as expected, Daniel told me casually that he was going on a trip with Lily. And without asking me where he was going, he left happily, not suspecting anything. But when they arrived at the airport, the mistress was nowhere to be found.
Where's Sarah?
She said she was coming.
Of course, when I talked to her yesterday, she said she was looking forward to it.
What could have happened? Maybe she overslept.
No way, Sarah is very responsible. I don't think that's the case.
Just as he was about to take out his phone to call her, a message came in from Sarah.
Oh, it's Sarah.
Daniel answered the phone happily, but what he heard was completely unexpected.
I'm sorry, but I can't make it anymore.
What? Why?
Something urgent came up. I'm really sorry, but you'll have to go with Lily alone.
I see. Is it that important?
Yes, it's something I absolutely can't skip.
Well, if it's that serious, there's nothing we can do. But this isn't really nice.
I know, but I can't really do anything about it.
Then, come join us as soon as you're done. Mom was looking forward to going with you.
Before he could finish, Sarah ended the call.
What happened?
She said she can't come because something urgent came up. But she'll probably join us later.
That's too bad. But if it's urgent, there's nothing we can do. Let's enjoy Korea. Just the two of us.
Yeah, I guess.
Thinking that Sarah would join them later, Daniel set off on the trip with some frustration. But this was where my revenge began. When they arrived and went to the restaurant they wanted to try, they realized the card couldn't be used when it was time to pay.
What?
What's wrong?
The card isn't working.
That can't be.
The payments should be up to date. Why?
Is it true?
Yeah, no matter how many times they swipe it, it errors out.
Why would that happen? That card is yours, right, Danny?
No, it's Melissa's. My card has a limit, so I bought hers.
Then you should call her and tell her the card isn't working. Maybe she can contact the card company.
Oh, right. Good idea.
Prompted by Lily, Daniel called me.
Melissa.
Oh, enjoying the trip to Korea?
Ah. How did you know about Korea? Did I mention it? Well, whatever. If you know, then fine. The card isn't working. We're in Korea, and I can't do anything without the card.
I see. But isn't it your card? Why don't you contact the card company?
No, this is your card.
Oh, why do you have my card?
Well, my card has a limit, so I borrowed yours.
I see. Well, that's why it doesn't work.
Why not?
Because I noticed it was missing and had it cancelled.
Why would you do that?
Because I told you it was missing. I didn't expect you to take it without asking. This was a lie. I knew my husband had sneaked out at night to take my card from my wallet. As soon as he left, I checked my wallet and confirmed it was gone. But I waited to cancel it, thinking it might prevent him from leaving the country. So, after watching the plane take off, I contacted the card company, reported the card as lost, and had it cancelled. Now, even if Daniel and Lily were in Korea, they wouldn't be able to enjoy their trip, and they might not even be able to return home.
Since you know I have the card, can't you reactivate it?
Why? It's my card. Why did you take it without asking and try to use it?
Isn't it my money that I've worked for? I should be able to use it.
No, it's not. That card is linked to the account I've been saving in since before we got married. It's not your money to use.
Don't say that. If the card doesn't work, we can't do anything on this trip. Mom's missing out.
If you want to treat your mom, you should use your own money. I've never been taken on a trip, so why should I pay for your mom?
Let's discuss that when I get back. For now, I need the card reactivated.
I refuse.
Then send me some money.
I only have the money for living expenses. Why should I send money for your affair trip?
Affair? What are you talking about?
Going on a trip with Lily and your mistress is not something a normal person would do. Or are you not normal?
How do you know about that?
Well, I just do.
But right now, it's just me and Mom. So send the money.
Your mistress might join you later, right? At least you think so. Besides, you only give me money for living expenses. Why would I send money now? Dream on.
Please, do something. I only have a little cash. I was going to pay for everything with the card.
Good luck with that.
Bye.
Wait, please.
I could hear Daniel's desperate cry, but I ignored it and hung up. Daniel tried to contact Sarah several times afterward, but he couldn't reach her. In the end, with no money, the two of them couldn't enjoy sightseeing and barely managed to return home with their prearranged round-trip tickets. Their supposed 4-day trip ended up with them just strolling around the hotel.
We're back.
The two came to our house to complain. I couldn't help but laugh at their audacity to come and complain right after returning. Welcome back. Did you have a good time?
Because of you, we couldn't do any sightseeing. We ate nothing but cheap food. It was a wasted trip.
Melissa, you could have just sent some money. How thoughtless of you.
Oh, welcome back, Lily. It's good to see you in good health.
I was really looking forward to this.
Well, it's your fault for trying to have fun with someone else's money. Why are you so angry about it? I don't understand.
How mean can you be?
I don't want to hear that from someone with a twisted personality. If you have complaints, first reflect on what you did.
What did you say?
At that moment, the doorbell rang. Hearing it, I smiled, while Daniel and Lily looked annoyed. Come in, I said, inviting the person inside. This was the second phase of my revenge. Seeing who came into the living room, Daniel and Lily's eyes widened.
Sarah, why are you here? You shouldn't be here.
Oh my, you're getting married, right? There's no reason for her not to come.
What? What's going on?
You two are engaged, right?
How do you know that?
Well, I took out my phone and turned on the recording function. Then, the conversation from the barbecue restaurant could be heard. At that time, Molly had quickly started recording on my phone.
You mean, you were at that restaurant?
Exactly. Sometimes unexpected things happen in this world, don't they?
Well, but you know that.
It's okay. There's no point in making excuses now. Besides, Sarah is here, so no excuse will work.
Well, oh.
Daniel was still trying to find a way out, but Lily was different.
That's right. Sarah is Daniel's new wife. We don't need you anymore.
I understood that from your conversation. Since the day I recorded it, I've had time to think and make up my mind. So, I don't want to hear any excuses now.
I see. If you've made up your mind, then I won't make excuses. But why is Sarah here? I didn't tell her about this house.
That's simple. While you were sleeping, I took photos from your phone. There were pictures of the two of you by the window and at a nearby park, right?
What can you learn from those pictures?
When you use social media, you make a lot of friends. Thanks to that, I have friends who are experts in tracking people down. With just a little information, they can find out where someone lives, their name, age, and various personal details.
What?
So, 2 days after hearing the conversation at the barbecue restaurant, I already knew about Sarah. Those friends are like professionals.
What?
Then I went to Sarah's house and had a talk woman to woman as the wronged wife and the mistress.
Wronged wife? Mistress? What are you talking about?
Oh, Lily, you wouldn't understand. It's the face-off between the wife and the mistress. Sarah didn't even know you were married. She was shocked.
Yes, I had no idea. He never wore a ring and had no ring mark. He always said he was single. Lily never mentioned anything either. So I believed him.
This is fraud.
I never said I wasn't married, but I didn't say I was either.
Saying you're single means you're not married. Are you stupid? I had no idea you were cheating and planning to marry someone else. You and Lily were both deceiving me.
But I really wanted to marry her.
So, you admit you cheated on me.
Well, yeah, it turned out that way.
And Sarah didn't know you were married, right?
That's right.
Do you know why Sarah didn't go on the trip?
Oh, because of an emergency?
Well, you could call it that. I warned Sarah that if she went on the trip, she'd be knowingly engaging in an affair. If that happened, I'd sue for damages. But if she didn't go, I wouldn't sue her. In fact, she could sue you for violation of her chastity rights.
Violation of chastity rights. What is that?
You didn't even know that while cheating? You really lack awareness. Violation of chastity rights means pretending to be single and taking advantage of someone's chastity. Basically, what you did is suable.
That's a lie. It's just love.
Even in love, lying is not allowed. If you had told her you were married and she still became your mistress, it wouldn't be a violation of chastity rights. But I could still sue for damages.
That's ridiculous.
If you were going to cheat, you should have studied the law first. Anyway, Sarah chose not to go on the trip and decided to sue you instead.
Sue me? Sarah, you're not really going to do that, are you? We love each other.
No matter how much you think you love someone, if there's a lie, feelings can change quickly.
Sarah, please don't sue me. If you do, I might lose my job.
Your company is strict about these things. You'd definitely be fired.
Please. I'll divorce my wife and marry you. Then it wouldn't be a lie.
You betrayed Melissa, so even if we got married, I'd always worry you'd betray me too. I don't want that.
Smart. Exactly right.
That's why I'm suing you.
All right. All right. But can we settle this out of court?
Settle.
Yes. How much do you want? If you sue me, I'll lose my job and won't be able to pay anything. So, a settlement is better.
Sarah looked at me. It seemed like she was asking, what should I do? Yes, I think that's fair.
All right, I'll settle for $20,000.
$20,000. Okay.
In one lump sum, please.
A lump sum.
Yes, I don't want you to run away.
Run away.
What a woman. You had your share of good times too.
If you talk like that, I'll sue.
Mom, don't say anything unnecessary.
Looks like one matter is settled. Now, it's my turn, I said, spreading out the divorce papers in front of my husband. My name was already written there. I'll agree to the divorce. Also, since you cheated and Lily encouraged it, I'm asking for $40,000 in alimony.
If I agree to the divorce, Sarah, we can get married.
Didn't you hear what Sarah said? She can't trust you anymore. She said she doesn't want to live with the fear of being betrayed again.
So, that means I have to pay a total of $60,000.
Yes, in one lump sum.
I don't have that kind of money.
Whether you do or don't, that's not my concern. It's your fault. Also, since I bought this apartment before we got married, I want you to leave immediately.
If I do that, I won't have a place to live.
You can live at your mom's house.
That house is small. That's why I suggested living here with Mom.
But I was the one who suggested that, and you said you didn't want to live with her until we had kids.
Is that true, Danny?
Oh well. Either way, it's not fair to Mom. And if you divorce me, you'll have financial trouble.
If you were so concerned about that, why did you cheat and plan to remarry? It makes no sense.
Well,
Also, if we divorce, I'll be working at Molly's company. We'll be living together in a high-rise apartment near her office.
a high rise. So this apartment will be empty?
Yes, I'll either sell it or rent it out.
Then rent it to me.
Sure, if you pay $3,000 a month.
Why $3,000?
Because the landlord sets the rent. I can charge whatever I want.
That's ridiculous.
Don't say that. Please help us out.
Lily, you wanted us to divorce, right? Your wish will come true in a few minutes. After that, we're strangers. I have no reason to help strangers.
Don't say that.
Sign the divorce papers and leave. Feeling my resolve, they signed the papers despite their shock. After that, my husband left his mom's house, where he had to pay rent, to pay the alimony. The cheaper place he chose was a rundown apartment. To pay the $60,000 in alimony, my husband took out a loan from a high-interest finance company and paid it all at once. No matter how much he worked to repay it, the principal never decreased, and only the interest kept piling up. He tried to get Lily to work, but she always complained about back pain or leg pain and refused to work. Finally, she told him to find a new woman and remarry quickly. However, no matter how hard he looked for a new partner, he couldn't find a woman interested in a man living in such a rundown apartment. On top of that, having Lily as a burden made things impossible. So Daniel begged me to get back together.
You must be lonely by yourself. I'll marry you again.
What an outrageous misunderstanding. I'm not lonely at all, and I have no intention of giving up my high-rise apartment life.
We'll move in there with you.
Don't be ridiculous. If I got back together with you, I'd live every day not trusting you, fearing you'd betray me again.
That won't happen.
Go find a new wife.
If I could do that, I wouldn't be asking you.
Not my problem. I'm happy with my life now. Just as I said, I am more satisfied with my high-rise apartment life with Molly than ever before. Believing this is the best happiness, I'm enjoying a peaceful single life.